You ever have one of those moments where you're standing in the checkout line, mentally calculating if what's in your cart will fit what's left in your account? Yeah, I've been there. It's a humbling kind of silence. Just you, the card reader, and that tiny voice in the back of your head whispering, "Something's gotta change." That was me a few months ago. Groceries were about to go on a credit card again, and I remember thinking, how is this still happening? I wasn't lazy, I wasn't reckless, I was just stretched too thin. So I told myself I'd find a way to make enough to breathe again. Not a business, not a side empire, just grocery money. And the answer showed up in the most ordinary way possible. A conversation with my neighbor. He was cleaning out his garage, grumbling about how he'd been meaning to sell a few old tools online, but never had the time. So I offered to help. I took some quick photos, listed them on Facebook Marketplace, and within 2 days, they sold for $180. He handed me $50 for helping and said, "You should do this for other people." That's when it clicked. This wasn't a business idea, it was a real problem everyone had. Too much stuff. No time, no energy, so I tested it. The next weekend, I made a post in a few local groups that said, "Got stuff you never got around to selling? I'll handle it. Photos, listings, pickup, everything. You keep 70%. By the next morning, I had 7 messages. At first, it was small. A coffee maker here, an old bike there, but people kept coming back because I was doing something simple that everyone needed and doing it consistently. It's funny, when you stop chasing big money and focus on solving a small, real problem, things actually start working. I didn't have fancy gear, just my phone, a clean background, and decent lighting. I took clear photos, wrote honest descriptions, and priced items to move, not to sit. By week 3, I had made $320. By week 4, $480. That was my groceries, gas, and a little extra for once. And all it took was weekends and maybe one evening a week. The secret wasn't the listings, it was the trust. People didn't want to sell. They wanted someone dependable to take a small task off their plate. That's something I wish more people understood about side hustles. You're not selling things. You're selling peace of mind. And you can build a reputation fast if you keep your word. Show up on time. Take care of people's stuff like it's your own. That's what separates someone trying a side hustle from someone running one. Pretty soon, I started getting referrals. One woman asked if I could clear out her late father's workshop. Another had boxes of collectibles sitting untouched for years. I helped them, made them money, and made myself a few hundred each time. Then, I learned something that completely changed the game. Most people aren't just bad at selling. They're emotionally attached to their stuff. They want it gone, but they can't bring themselves to deal with it. That's where your service becomes something deeper than selling. You're helping them let go. That realization changed how I talked about what I did. My posts stopped sounding like sales pitches and started sounding like help. If you've been putting off selling things because it feels overwhelming, I'll handle it for you. You just tell me when you're ready. That kind of language builds trust faster than any ad ever could. Here's what I learned after doing this for a few months. People pay for consistency, not complexity. You can make solid, steady income from simple, local systems. And most importantly, you don't need to reinvent anything. This isn't flashy. There's no automation, no secret algorithm, no AI shortcut, just reliability effort, and honesty. Those things are in short supply right now, which is exactly why they're valuable. Now, let's talk practical numbers. On a slow week, I might only list 10 to 15 items and make around $250. On a busy one, 25 to 30 listings push that closer to $500. That's not retirement money, but it's relief money. And here's where it gets interesting. Once I had a small client base, people started asking me for other services. Can you help me list my camper? Do you handle eBay too? I didn't say no. I just said, sure, let me figure that out. That curiosity turned a local hustle into something repeatable. If you're listening to this thinking, I could never do that, you're wrong. You can start with your own items. You can partner with a friend who has the stuff, but not the time. You can post in your local Facebook groups tonight. There are no applications, no waiting, no special skills, just small actions stacked over time. And the beauty of it, you see results fast. That dopamine hit of that first sale, it's addictive. But more than that, it's empowering. You go from, I can't afford it, to I'll cover it. That small shift builds confidence, and confidence keeps you going. So, if you've been waiting for a sign to start something simple, something real, this is it. You don't need a big idea to change your situation. You just need one small system that works quietly in the background. Start there. List one thing today, one neighbor, if they've got stuff to get rid of. Before you know it, you'll be the person people call when they want something done. And that's when this stops being a hustle and starts being your quiet little safety net. When I finally hit that point, I didn't even celebrate. I just exhaled. That first grocery trip where I didn't check my balance, where I didn't hesitate to grab what I needed, that's when I realized I'd already won. Not because I was rich, because I wasn't worried anymore. That's the difference a simple, honest hustle can make. If this gave you something to think about, drop a comment and hit subscribe. Remember, stay curious, stay lazy, and keep working less. That's the Workless Wonders way.